the idiom fight or flight response.
I used to travel around telling people to be fearless and to not be afraid. And if we're going to be real, that's how most of us talk about fear. But now that we understand where it comes from and how it works,
overcome fear, we will never be successful at our own specific missions in life.
Have you ever felt like you're trapped in your own mind? Like no matter what you do, fear just won't go away? What if I told you that the fear you're feeling isn't really about what's happening around you? Fear is chaos. It's loud, it's overwhelming. A million thoughts rushing at you all at once. And when it gets too loud, everything starts to blur. But maybe, just maybe, it's time for you to listen to something else. Why are we scared? We're scared of failure, we're scared of success, we're scared of being too much, we're scared of not being enough. The crazy thing is, we're not always honest about why. We say it's because we're scared of criticism or of what people will say, but in real life, we're actually scared of the version of ourselves that will be revealed if we fail. When I first started university, it wasn't just about being afraid of failing classes, it was the fear of what failure would say about me. What if I'm not who I thought I was? What if all those dreams I had, those expectations that I set for myself, weren't realistic? The fear wasn't about the external, it was about the internal. I was afraid of facing my own limitations. And then there's the fear of starting out something new, like creating content. When I started my content creation journey, I wasn't really scared of what people would say or that people would think I was awkward. No, I was more scared of trying it out and then failing. What would that failure say about me? Psychologists often say that fear is tied to identity. As human beings, we are terrified of things that we can't control. We hate not knowing the outcome of things. We don't fear the act of failing. We are scared of the story that failing tells about us. I remember the first time I faced heartbreak. It wasn't the loss of love that terrified me. It was the way the heartbreak made me question everything. Who I was, whether I was worthy of love again, whether I'd be able to trust or feel as deeply for anyone ever again. The fear wasn't about the person that hurt me, it was about the person I became afterward. The version of me that was left behind. And I think that's what we're all afraid of. The parts of us that break in the process. This is why you're scared. People ask me a lot of questions like, Grace, how are you always so out there? How are you always so bold to do these things?
I keep asking, how, Grace, how? Tell us. Tell us.
The thing is, I've never actually I felt fear, but not fear of what people are going to say. I felt more fear of, if I fail at this thing, how am I going to feel after it? Will I be able to confront that part of myself? And that's the part I'm scared of. But I don't really care about people in general because I always had this feeling that people hated me, so I hated people back. So it just, ever since that time, I remove my mind from people. I don't actually care. But do you know the funny part is of this YouTube video? For the first time in my life, I felt genuinely scared of what people were going to say. I kept asking myself questions, and I've been stalling this for the past 1 year. Like, I've been so scared. I'm not even trying to lie. I've been so scared. And people won't believe me. People won't believe me if I say, because they're like, you that you started DCG, you started. But I feel like the fact that I'm scared is a sign that this is going to be amazing. She's doing it, guys. She's doing it. Don't worry, you can do this. I believe in you. You can do this. Don't be scared. Go for your dreams. Go, go, go. If only she would do this with her content. Go. Ah, she did it. Oh my God. Majesty. Hello. Why are you scared? She supported, like, I was so glad they supported. But I was so scared. Trust me. I spent days practicing, and I think it was during the holiday around December, so there was enough time, no school, anything. I'd wake up, start training my voice and start singing like this. And the first category came, I cursed it. Next one. Second one came, I cursed it, and it was now the final one. And the prize was huge then, like the value was huge then. And I was like, okay, MJ, you either win first or I won't forgive you. And and I did, like, should I say I did a twist to it? The thing was Nigeria, yeah. So I was like, okay, mommy and daddy, instead of dressing the way all this normal let's put on like green. They were like, okay, that makes sense. And then you hold a flag, and when you like start singing the chorus, you just bring it out and all that. I was nervous. Like when I got the mic, my hands were shaking. And I was like, okay, MJ, these people are dad. Just stare at mommy. Look at mommy. Look at mommy. But it came out nice, even beyond what I imagined, and it was awesome. I won the first prize.
That's so nice. That's so nice.
December was
so nice. That was really nice. What did you learn from that period?
No matter what it is, if you actually want to do it, just go for it. See, everybody can see that practice my fears. How do you feel? How do you feel? Oh my gosh! I just feel like what is waiting for us on the other side of fear is so amazing. On the other side of fear, there's a part of ourselves that whenever our younger selves look at us, they're so proud. Oh my gosh. And so once upon a time, there was a girl who was scared of what the world would say about her. She was so angry that everything that she did, nothing would ever be enough. And so she decided that instead of being so angry about her fear, she would lean into it instead. And this is where it all changes. Viewer, you don't have to be scared anymore. What if fear wasn't the wall holding you back, but the door that you've been avoiding? Fear doesn't just reveal our weaknesses, it shows us the path forward. What if the version of you on the other side of fear is stronger, smarter, and more capable? Fear isn't your enemy, it's your guide. The person that you're afraid of becoming if you fail, that person isn't even real. The only way to fail is by never trying, and the only way to lose is by letting fear win. And when we push through fear, we find a new version of ourselves, one that is more resilient, more creative, more than we've ever been before. And so fear is a signal, not a stop sign. It's the universe saying, you're on the right track, but it's time for you to move forward. And every time you feel that tightness in your chest, every time you feel like it's so hard, that's never your reason to stop. It's your reason to go. Fear doesn't have to hold you back anymore. It's not a wall, it's a door waiting to be opened. And so I ask once again, why are you scared?